Yes, Dandara.
Hey,
today.
everybody. I'm Tony. My pronouns are they, them.
I'm Fiona. I'm going by they today.
Today we're playing Dandara. Ignore those complete save files.
Yeah.
This game came out, I think, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks
Something
ago?
like that, yeah.
Something like that. So, Fiona, if you could read these.
The salt was once in a beautiful piece.
The salt.
The salt. Creation and intention merged together into learning and growth. But like cancer, a golden idea grew.
Okay, now, already, I'd like to really, if watching this, please focus in and think about this. Because this is your plot. This is the plot you're getting, okay?
The balance broke, and depression came. But then...
A really cool-ass character design.
Right? From the crib of creation.
The Crib of Creation. That's just a good name.
A new hope has awakened and brought an awesome fucking scarf to the show.
I know. This is like kind of what I want from character designs, to be honest. So,
right?
I'm gonna be kind of busting through this game because
I can talk a little bit to it.
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. How far have you
So
gone?
I've a little ways, a few hours. Yeah. So there's no gravity in this game. That's one of the kind of tricks to it. So it's a Metroidvania with absolutely no gravity.
Yeah.
You just have the ability to kind of jump from spot to spot.
And just in case we're not being clear enough, that means that you're not able to walk, right? Like, so when you see me hitting these surfaces, and it might be like, Tony, why don't you just like walk over there? It's because I can't.
Because there's no walking.
There is no walking.
Because there's no gravity.
And so we have a little upgrade system where we can upgrade our hearts and later three other
things.
Other things. We also have a cool little glossary. So
talks about the campsite,
the freedom flag, the please
of salt, of the salt,
the plebeians of salt.
Yeah, we gain salt by smacking enemies and crates and chests and stuff.
Yeah, so this is a Metroidvania, and I know I'm gonna be busting through it, but like I'd really like you to just focus on a lot of like the aesthetic details and just like kind of the background things. This game is very much a story told. Very much a story told by like its environment, which I appreciate.
Yeah, it's a very no-talking Metroidvania, which, I mean, even Axiom Verge had quite a bit of like exposition and talking.
Yeah. So, but like, and honestly, I think that's like considering how much I like the story of this game, I think that's just a really good communication of I mean, that's just good design.
You get introduced to new concepts slowly, like the ground area that you were on that electrifies itself.
In a very natural way. Like, oh, by the way, the map's description, I know I just kind of
It's a map. That. I mean, we all know what a map is, right?
But I really like its description, which is an item to help you remember places you've been. Like, it's just such a charming, quaint, like, little description of a map.
Yeah, like, it doesn't give you access to any new area visibility, it just maps where you've been. I'm sure Tony will look at the map later.
Oh yeah, here's the map.
It's kind of color-coded, really simple exits marked, and that's about it. I guess the save points.
Yeah, the save points. Like, the map is it's gonna be pretty useful, especially as I start kind of getting going through
deeper.
Here. Meanwhile, this is essentially our Estus flask. So essence of salt, use it close to your heart to regain your strength.
Do those refill?
Yeah.
You know, I've never used one.
I know. I spent probably my first 3 to 4 hours of the game, and this is like a 5-hour game, I would say. But I spent my first like 3 to 4 hours just not using not using them at all. There we go, using one immediately. But yeah, they totally refill.
Oh, well, damn. Okay, that's gonna make my playing of this game a little easier.
I know, right? Okay, I'm gonna try to concentrate a little bit in certain sections here, just so I don't end up with the LP curse. I actually really like these barriers and obstacles. I think they're an interesting test of the game's mechanics.
Yeah, you have to like kind of hop around and do the thing.
And here we come upon one of my favorite characters in the game.
Ah, pretty, so pretty. You must be Dandara. You saw the horrible Eldarian army outside, no? That's hardly a warm welcome. I'm sorry you had to see the creation side like this. We've been hiding in our homes, waiting for the worst, until... We all felt you coming, but I couldn't be certain. I had to see you. Now you're here. So you're going to aid us? I have an idea. I will once again light up my paintings with my brush and palette.
And just like that.
And it activates these little pads.
Yeah.
I noticed that, so space is really wonky in this because you'll see areas where like streets have curved around space and that person's an odd shape.
Yeah, this game it's not beholden to your standard geometry and whatnot. Like a lot of those lampposts are just kind of bendy for no reason, which I'm really into.
I think it reinforces the fact that there's really no gravity.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Also, hold on, what the fuck was up with that room? Because
there's a back door, I think.
Okay, yeah, I see. All right, I've beaten this game, but like I'm not claiming we're gonna hit like a world record speed run or anything.
We're not gonna 100% like
100% like Final Destination, Fox and Falco only.
I don't quite understand those. It says Rose Sadness.
Yeah, so I believe when you see those phantoms right there, it's the name of the person. Plus, I think just how they perished, like how they died. And I say perished because like it seems like with a lot of the characters, like they just kind of slowly stop being. Like it's almost like very sad in a way. But anytime you die in this game, you'll see in the top right, I have the number 288. I think that's my salt.
Yeah. And you drop your salt.
Yes, and so you drop your salt when you die. And that is important. Oh god, sorry, doing the gameplay. So yeah, you drop your salt when you die, and just like those characters, you'll have an image just like that. So we're gonna go this way so that we can try to find a campsite.
And as far as I can tell, it's not like Dark Souls where if you die on the way back, you lose it. It's still there. So you can have multiple piles of salt dangling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty interesting. I didn't know that. Oh god, that first upgrade's really expensive.
Yeah.
Ooh. Like there quickly comes a point where you're just like gain upgrades like super fast. So it's not up there.
There's
That's
a chest
not where
over there.
we're gonna go right now. Oh yes, thank you.
Yeah. I think it's salt. Yeah, it is salt. You can get an upgrade now.
I'm going to go do that.
The upgrades get progressively more expensive.
Yes, and I'm gonna upgrade my essence of salt because what that's gonna do is instead of healing 1, it's gonna heal 2.
Yeah, well now that I know that they refill, that's really helpful.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because I never spent upgrades on it because I was like, well, I only have like 3.
Well, oh yeah, see that's it. That's also exactly how I felt. Like, and it's one of those things where like, it's fine. It's not like a oh, the game designers didn't communicate that. It's more like yeah, you just kind of figure this out.
I felt it was really challenging because of that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So funny. There's a cow.
Have a thing to go through there. There is a cow. Oh my god. Oh shit. I played the Untitled Swan recently. And there's a hippo in that game, and I love the hippo. Oh damn it, I can't go that way either. Okay, I think I have to go up and around. I kind of forget some of the routes because, like,
well, it's
like a Metroidvania. You unlock those routes as time goes on, at least in my main game, right?
Yeah. It's I don't know. Like I play a lot of Metroidvanias. I've recently beat Axiom Verge, which has its own challenge. Because that game really, like, I had some issues with some of the routing. Like, I just couldn't figure out where to go next.
That one's a bit more challenging in general, I think, than a lot of them. Like,
yeah, they didn't mess around when they built that one. I mean, it's fun, but I think that it's a little too much, like, randomly running around going, where did I need to go again?
Yeah, like I think there's something to be said for like a game rewarding like attentiveness and remembering, but like I think it's just one of those things where you don't. It's a somewhat long game, right? Like it's probably what, like 8 hours or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it took me a lot longer.
Right, and just like broken up over multiple play sessions, it can be kind of hard to remember like exactly what you were doing. Shoot, no. I don't think I even need to kill these people.
Not really. I mean, if you want the salt, but it's not.
Although I do think that there's a chest. Nope. Shit. Oh.
Well, at least you only took 1 point, not 2.
That's true. think there's something down here if I do this.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's got to be a lot of like, I don't entirely know. Like I know in the broad strokes where I need to be going. I remember most of the rooms. I beat this not that long ago, but
A little interesting bit of telescope there.
oh yeah, I actually do like. Oh, I think there's something coming for me.
Yep.
I kind of wish they'd use this mechanic more. You see it in the Village of Artists, which is what this place is called. I think it's just kind of a neat way to kind of get your bearings and anticipate what's going to happen. Kind of lets you plan a little bit. Yeah,
But there's only a couple spots where it's even around, so.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Salt.
All right, so yeah, I don't have the thing
Those
necessary.
pads are activated with a different thing.
Yeah, they serve the same function as the paintings shit. They serve the blah 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 blah. No.
Those things give you the salt even if they self-destruct. Like if they hit a wall or something.
Yes.
So it's always fun.
I don't know. There's something about these enemies that I actually find more dangerous than some of the other ones, just because like you can kind of get to a point where you're just like just really like cranking through an area, like especially if you're like revisiting the area. I'm not even gonna bother.
No, I tried to like actually fight my way through this room, and that did not go super well for me.
Yeah, like that's just the way. It's really fucking cool though. God, all these waterfalls going everywhere.
The water's flowing different ways on each side.
It's so cool. I like it a lot. Also, I really like the door animations. I just really like this game.
It's really charming. Like, I ended up getting it mostly because I was like a POC woman protagonist. I'm like, yeah, I'll give these people money for this.
I think this is like I think some of this game comes from like some kind of Brazilian mythology. I'm not 100% sure, but that's just some rando thing I read on the internet. But yeah, I know that's also part of the reason I was like, huh, what's that? And then I saw the gameplay and I was like, oh my god.
I mean, I play a lot of Metroidvania, so I was just like, oh yeah, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, this just makes sense. But man, also, I feel like I've been playing a bunch of Metroidvanias recently, which are just like, they're pretty good, but like I don't feel fully gripped by them.
Did you play Salt and Sanctuary?
You know, I still haven't.
Because to be honest, I think that's probably, that and Hollow Knight are probably the two best Metroidvanias in recent memory.
Wow, no shit.
Right? Hollow Knight's so good. Oh my god. Like if any of our viewers who have not played Hollow Knight,
consider going playing Hollow Knight.
Consider playing it because it's badass and the controls are really tight. Like, yeah, you know, it's got really good controls.
That is definitely something that I want to go check out. Like, there's just so many games to play. I'm going through a Yakuza Kiwami today. I'm actually, as of the day of this recording, I think I'm gonna stream that later. I discovered how easy it is to stream shit on the PS4. It's ridiculous.
You just click like the option or the social button.
Well, I mean, kind of, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
no, they literally made a social button on the PS4.
And you know, I should clarify in that, like, I think it's been fairly easy to stream for a while, but like, they give you options, like they let you title it properly on YouTube, and they let you put in your tags that you want to. Shit. Yeah, sometimes Tony gets hit by things.
Yeah, it happens.
But
those shooty guys are giant pain in the butt.
I know. And they're going to continue to be. Those are, see, these little spear enemies, they will disappear as time goes on. The shooty guys will not disappear. They will be a motif of trying to kill me.
Yeah.
And sometimes succeeding.
Oh, beautiful Horizon Avenue.
Well, I sure hope there's not a boss. Oh no.
Oh.
I sure wish there wasn't a boss here. That's okay. This thing is like real easy. It's partially because I think it has a bug.
Oh, that's weird. Yours isn't moving.
Yeah,
there we go. Oh, wow, yeah. My fight was a little more, had a lot more going on than that.
Yeah, I kind of feel this way about a few of the sub bosses. There's just something in the AI and like the scripting or like kind of like the design there that it's not nearly as strong as I think all the other enemy designs and also the bosses, which, by the way, when you see these bosses, woo!
Yeah, the first bosses was like quite the. Yeah. Anyway, we'll get there. We'll get there.
It's very exciting.
The salt has become deaf to my music. I feel like I'm fading out. What? Wait. You're Dandara, right? How did you get in here? Did you finish that noisy Eldarian army monster outside?
It's noisy.
Yeah. Freedom. I like the way it sounds. I know what to do now. This song is from the old days of the salt.
And so
He's playing it telekinetically, and he's playing like 8 instruments at once.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, I'm totally here for that.
And like there's the little sound waves on the moving platform and everything. All right, so if I remember correctly,
Yeah,
this is going to lead me somewhere where I don't think I can do anything here yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while before I'm able to do anything there.
And that's just a shortcut from another area. As
Right.
you can see, the colors even half faded.
So we're going back to the camp, and then there's a particular area to help us get into like the second larger area of the Village of Artists. And then we're actually almost done with the Village of Artists already.
And a lot of it is just not getting into a lot of the dead ends and like finding all the areas that you can't pass through yet because you don't have the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Did it just send me down a new route?
No, that's back the way it came.
I'm not a doctor. I want to go this way, I think. I'm just fucking wrong, am I? Am I not? No, I'm just fucking right. Woo! I really like it when I'm correct in video games. It makes me feel so much more self-confident. Like makes me feel really pretty and good-looking, and like, you know, like a homunculi, like wondering, am I actually human? God, I've been watching a playthrough of Binary Domain recently.
I don't know that one.
I somehow didn't know that one either. I'd heard a lot about it when it came out. It's kind of like, my understanding is that it's kind of like Mass Effect, but like a lot less RPG-y.
The save point's down.
Yeah, but you know, I just really hate that particular Lancer. Just like, oh, fuck you, Lancer. All right, we should be able to upgrade our heart and
Just once.
Yeah, I guess nothing else. So now that I have that, I think
Should
I
go
can
up and to the left.
up and to the left. No, I think I have to go down and to the left.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's that thing right there.
Oh.
It's a bit
Okay,
difficult to describe, so
Sure.
I'm just gonna go with that thing right there. I'm sorry it had to be this way. This is my way of the LP. Oh shit.
There's a charge up time on the shot, so if you don't have enough time to charge it, you just get smacked by the Lancer.
Right, and so like there are these moments where you're like, haha, oh fuck, oh no. Like you feel so confident blasting through the space, but then it's like a kind of a panic moment. So we have another enemy
New
type
enemy,
here.
yep. He's throwing the little wall crawly thing.
And we're gonna hardly see this enemy at all, basically.
There's only a few of them that I've seen, I think. Music.
I kind of forget exactly the best way to progress in this section.
Yeah,
but
I have memories of this because I haven't done this all that long ago. Go in there. Yeah,
okay.
because you have to go up the center.
Yeah, so if I'm gonna go through this area a little bit more carefully, just because.
Go left.
You know, I think you're right. I think it is left. I'm still gonna take a look.
No,
through.
you do have to go through this room because this room's a pain in the ass.
But yeah, you kind of have to go through this section like a little more carefully because it's kind of like a one-way maze almost. But I'm also just gonna kill these characters because I might be going through here a couple times. So, and also I don't know. Fuck it.
Yeah, right.
I don't think this is
There you
correct. Oh wait, this is correct.
Yeah, because you have to use the bottom thing to go through.
So there we go. I might just come back through here later on my own just to get a couple upgrades. Because by and large, I think we're almost done with the area.
You're right.
Ah! No, don't shoot me. So later on, we're gonna get a shield, and that shield is pretty damn useful in a game where you can move to incredibly specific places.
You can just, it's just a straight up like, I'm gonna not take damage.
I think it's only for projectiles. Like,
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think. Oh God,
If you're right, yeah.
You think so? It's the right
You can
one?
unlock both without leaving the screen.
But I don't think it's permanent though.
Oh. But yeah, I'm almost positive it's right.
Okay. Because one of them just straight up leads you to a dead end.
Yeah.
Cool. And this is not that one.
Nope. We get an item.
I also just really like this little music. It's just like really sweet and gentle. And I really appreciate it. So I think
Yep. Oh no, you have to go do the bottom one there. Yeah, that. All the way. No, all the way.
Well, I think I have to hit this
No,
up
you don't.
first. I was wrong.
There you go.
I was wrong. And then you can use that to hit here, I think.
No, hit the other one. Oh, yeah, okay, sorry, that's just a fancy way back. Okay.
Yeah, because if
you
I
go
went
there,
down, that would be bad.
and you have to kill that door.
No, I think I just need to go up, actually. Yeah,
okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I remember this room, too.
Oh, yeah. So this game really is very much rewards just like blasting through a place if you know it, which I think is really cool. And I'm actually really interested to see like the speed runs of this game and things like that.
Oh, totally.
Because like there's also some interesting stuff in that you're not going to see me doing anything like this, but like you can do like some pretty interesting like damage boosts. I think I'm pretty sure to like save some time so that you can just skip areas entirely. And for those of you who don't watch speedrunning, a damage boost is like it's just where you intentionally take damage, so it like usually will displace you. So you can like make a little bit more progress faster.
Yeah, when you get hit, you become untethered to any piece of wall, and it can give you a vantage point to a anchor that you wouldn't normally have.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, you, wait, I'll open that for you. That.
Okay.
The thing. Boom. Dandara, am I right? I guess we need to talk.
Let's go talk to Johnny B.
Sorry for the mess with these walls. I wanted to protect this village, but that, didn't work out. I create rules, see, but not like that bastard Augustus. No, mine are playful, fun rules. Freedom, huh? I want to help you. Please let me make a new rule for you.
Also, I really like that like most of the characters that we find, they're like interesting characters who like have some sort of role in this mythos that the game is creating.
Using alternate powers drains your energy. You can refill it by resting at a campsite or here.
And so
now we have a little energy bar.
Yeah. And it's pretty small right now. I don't have like a lot.
You can increase it with upgrades. It's one of the upgrade paths. So is the like magic Estus or whatever.
Right, yeah, it's the same. There's instead of the orbs, the essence of salt, there's the same thing, but it is basically just a magic gauge.
And now we're back here.
And now we are back here. So I left a few rooms like unlooked into. God, what am I, a monster? Unexplored. And we're not gonna worry about those for now. But right now we want to go up there.
Something's happening.
And luckily we have just enough upgrade points to grab an upgrade, but not too many upgrade points. So I'm not sure here what I want, because I'm not gonna lie, all three of these
I like health.
are real useful.
I don't know, I didn't use a lot of energy. At least not yet. I'm sure the missiles do a ton of damage against bosses though.
I think you're right. I'm gonna upgrade my healing ability, not my health. Because it just makes, oh shit. I think it just makes sense to me that like you generally try to keep your healing ability like 1 or 2 on.
Oh, I have like 10 health. And no,
Oh, but that's because you haven't been using it, right?
Yeah, because I didn't know you could heal yourself like that renewably.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, what game was I playing that didn't have infinite health healing items? I think it was Salt and Sanctuary.
Oh, it doesn't have infinite?
I think you actually have to have healing items.
That can be good. I've gotten so used to
Dun dun dun.
Whatever.
It's a thing.
All right. Anyways, y'all.
This boss is pretty awesome.
Just so I can get ready. I fucking love this shit.
Put your thing away. Dandara, you're here. What is your side in this? What do you want? Freedom? Nonsense. Can't you see? Because of the useless creation, the salt here is poisoned. Weak. For the sake of the salt, this village shall be sent to oblivion. It shall be purged. I see words don't convince you. After so long, a newborn comes from the crib of creation. Just to be smashed.
Jesus.
Goodbye, Dandara.
And so I think it's interesting that I don't really understand who this character is, but like,
I don't know. Augustus, the immutable fogey?
Yeah, I think the
It is
immutable
fogey.
fogey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really understand who Augustus is, but like, I think it's interesting that Augustus isn't necessarily like, inherently against Dandara, right? It's just an interesting thing to think about.
Yeah.
Also, it's just a big M. Bison face. I'm just fighting a big M. Bison.
With a fist.
God, I'm all about it. Speaking of fists.
Da-da-da.
Yeah, this game is really good about just giving like a bunch of spectacle. Look at that! This
Phase 2. Phase 2.
More like phase 2.
Oh. Yeah, but like a traveling, area to fight the boss in. Like, pretty
It's so cool. I remember Mega Man. That was a good game. A fucking dragon fight? Jesus.
Try a missile. I'm curious.
I'm actually gonna save my missiles for the second part of the fight where it's a little bit harder to get to them.
Okay.
Already it's kind of getting tough. But if you kind of get behind shit like this, I don't know, you just have to really stay on top of this, I think. But I think the pro thing is to just fucking skip those assholes and just not even bother with killing them. And while I'm not the worst at this game, I don't think I'm good enough to do that.
Womp, womp, womp.
He hates it.
Boom.
So the boss fights are really cool in this game.
Yeah.
I like them
We
a
got
lot.
some salt.
And I think it's interesting that like you kind of just end up back in this room. And I don't know, I think it just has interesting implications about where were you actually,
Yeah.
and like how the reality was being distorted, and I don't know, stuff like that. So here's a character who I really like.
The Temple of Creation.
In the Temple of Creation.
Dandara, my dearest, you did it. Against all odds, you defeated Augustus. In the past, the salt was a beautiful place. Oh, how I grieve for those days.
It was a beautiful piece.
Oh, so it was. I've lost my strength to fight, but please, Dandara, this is far from over. Help us see those days again. I can feel in the depths of my heart that this is why you're here. Take this.
And now we get like a thing.
Yeah, it's a little icon.
I like it a lot.
Stone of Creation, forged in the old days for exploring the salt.
Its carrier can leap further when a creation device is nearby.
The stone is a precious artifact, one of the last of its kind. It will help you reach further within the salt. I must rest now, my dear. I'm exhausted. I hope you understand. It's just hanging out in her little throne area.
Just being a force of creation.
So it lets you like super jump off that little altar or whatever it is.
Which will be important because now we can get into a couple of areas that we weren't able to get into before.
As these games typically go.
By the way, my assumption is that when I'm standing on this white stuff, my assumption is that that is salt.
Oh. Yeah, that's probably, yeah.
And then look at this, I have such range. Because I don't know if, it's a little hard to tell, but like you can't just jump to anything. Like I'm aiming at that top right thing up there, and the game's like, no, please don't do that. I hate it.
Yeah, you can only, yeah.
But hey, everybody. That ends this episode of Dandara. Thanks for watching, and hit the God damn it, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video.
And if you want to become a patron of ours, we have a Patreon, and there's notes in the end card for that.
All right, thanks everybody. Bye.
Thanks, bye.